Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Institute of Global Professional Free Webinars. Welcome to Free International Webinars. Thank you all for joining and staying with us till the end. Thanks for joining and sharing with us. I hope this webinar is going to be an interesting and interactive webinar in this evening. And today, and I'm your host. My name is Nur Azim. I'm from Bangladesh, and with me there is another amazing guest are going to join. He is on the way. I hope this webinar is going to more interactive for each and everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, our audience, I'm proud to be associate with the IGP of global members. I feel honored and privileged to be host with these international free webinars. IGP, it is my delight to welcome our to all of our Institute of Global Professionals free webinars. Thank you all for joining us today in this marvelous evening. And it is my humble request and pleasure to all of you stay with us till the end. For I'm sure you will learn something and you will learn you can we can learn something together. I'm sure you will have many takeaway and pay off from this webinar. Each time you can like and comment in our webinars. Don't forget to share with your friends and family members and your loved ones. I do believe that sharing and caring, if we can share together, if we can learn together, we can change this planet each and every day. Definitely, you can ask any question if you have any question from the our speaker. You can comments below, or afterward we will answer. We will try to answer this question later. Each and every moment, your friends in the comment box. So let's watch together and learn together. We believe that power is gained by sharing knowledge, not hoarding it. Once again, thanks to everyone for joining with us. Every day, some new members, some new participants join with us. So I should give a little concept about IGP. Institute of Global Professionals, Service Students and Community Free Resources, providing holistic social work and education for create a proficient generation. IGP is a leading on online skill developing institute with thousands of learners worldwide. We make it get at able to use for every knowledge seeker to originate personality more ambitious, make confident to face any circumstance, and develop our skills. We are entrusted with international recognitions. Now, before starting our program, let me tell you all about IGP. Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute provide social work. We believe that it is not effective to increase one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide free, effective, and training and consequent consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. Institute of Global Professional recognized we organized our webinar training offline, online course, etc. by best trained speaker course from all over the world to create a best learning platform for you all. Our mission is to empower people and hence we have already completed previous number of webinars. Let me remind you again, don't forget to share with your friends and family members and with your colleagues and your coworker as well, so that they can learn something, we can whatever we are going to share. Your friend is in the comment box, because you can, if you want to know something, you can also write here in the below the comment box, so that we can answer the question you have. Today we are presenting our webinars, and we are hoping that our guest will join very soon. Once again, my name is Nurul Azim. I'm your host. I'm from Bangladesh. Now let's get started. I'm inviting our honorable host, our honorable guest, our keynote speaker. I hope he will join with us very soon. Our honorable guest is Joshua Kelro Sethi from South Africa, and he will be joining with us very soon. Before joining, okay. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good afternoon, how are you? Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Where thank you to the IGP for this opportunity. It's an honor to be with you all. It's an honor and privilege, and I'm looking forward to presenting again. Thank you so much. It's really an honor and a privilege to present to you all.
Thank you so much, sir. And we are really glad to see you and have you here. I hope before going to start the session, I think it would be better if you are introducing a bit in front of the audience.
Okay, all right. Um, Let me. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Okay, great. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joshua Kelly Chetty. It's an honor and a privilege to present to you all this afternoon. So, to start off my presentation, I'm going to give a little bit of a history about myself. I'm 22 years old. I'm a South African Indian. I was born in Durban, in KwaZulu Natal, and I lived in Chatsworth until the age of 5. Um, when my family and I moved to Johannesburg in pursuit of better opportunities. I currently live in Midrand, in Johannesburg, in South Africa. I was born prematurely at 27 weeks, and I weighed only 820 grams at birth. And due to that, I have a physical disability called cerebral palsy. I was also recognized last year as a Panache Man of Valor, which I'm incredibly honored to have received that award. More recently, in January of this year, I completed my BA in Strategic Brand Communication degree from Vega School. So I'm currently a graduate. I'm also a youth ambassador for the International Youth Society of South Africa, and I'm a member of the IGP as well. This is actually my second time presenting for you all, so I'm incredibly excited about that. I'm also one of the 2021 top 50 most influential young leaders. I was part of a group of 9 South Africans that represented South Africa in the top 50s. That was really an honor, and I'm incredibly honored and privileged to have been selected um, for that prestigious award. Moving on to the next slide, here's a little bit more about me. It's just this is the Men of Valor poster from my award last year. This is the Youth Ambassador of South Africa from the IGP. As you can see here, I'm a member of the IGP as well, and this was a certificate from being in the top 50 most influential young leaders and participating in that amazing conference. Moving on to the next slide, some of my other interests and aspirations are acting, motivational speaking, and being an entrepreneur, amongst other things. I have also been featured in print and online news articles and interviewed on radio and TV. I was also a guest on the Red Corner Show, which is a global talk show by the amazing Dr. Shamila Ramjowan and Daksha Ramjowan. This is the poster from my appearance on the Red Corner Show, and this is an article on News 24 that was done about me in January of 2018 when I was the top matriculant in my country with special needs. Moving on to the topic of today's webinar, which is how I want to build a better tomorrow. I've got a few points here. I want to make a positive impact in my country through humanitarian work and raising awareness for issues that I'm passionate about, some of which being cerebral palsy and mental health. In terms of cerebral palsy awareness, it's really, I was really surprised to find out that there's really not a lot of many people do not understand what cerebral palsy is and how it affects people that have cerebral palsy, how we live our lives and the different kinds of cerebral palsy there are. So I really want to contribute to raising awareness about that, making people aware of the struggles that we go through and the support that we need, um, because I believe that knowledge is power, and only through sharing knowledge about our condition can we receive the support that we need, as well as helping other people with our condition to live better, more fulfilled lives. Only through knowledge can solutions be found to help us, to help people that have cerebral palsy. So that's something I'm incredibly passionate about. Another area is mental health. Mental health is something that I care greatly about. There's many people that suffer from mental health issues. Um, and they suffer in silence because they are ashamed of talking about it. And I think we need to break those barriers. We need to um, do away with that shame, and the only way that we can do that is by having open and honest conversations about mental health, making people feel comfortable to discuss um, their experiences and what they go through and the things they suffer with. And only through creating a society of open mindedness and making people feel comfortable, making people feel loved, and making people feel safe enough to talk about their mental health issues can we move forward and can we assist people and get them the support that we need. So I'm really excited about raising awareness about mental health issues. Literacy is another area that I would like to focus on. I believe that reading and writing is the key to so many things, and it's really sad to know that there's so many people who aren't able to read, who aren't able to write, and they don't have access to those resources. So I am really looking forward to. I really want to get involved in. Um, Obtaining resources for people to be able to promote literacy and help them to learn how to read, learn how to write. I am also excited to, in a few months' time, be dedicating some of my time to read to children in orphanages and really help children with their reading and writing, because education is the key to success. Education is the key to bettering oneself, to improving your standard of living. Education is the foundation of so many things, and reading and writing is the key to a good education. It's the basis of everything, and only once you're able to read and write can you progress in your education. And from that, as we know, so many opportunities can become available to you. So I really want to help children with that. um, Another area that I care deeply about is promoting diversity and inclusivity in the corporate world and the entertainment and fashion industries in my country and abroad. Um, I want to create pathways in this industries for people with disabilities, people that typically don't fit into the box, um, people that don't fit into the mold of what has been of what has been shown to us. I want to create ways for these people to enter these industries and become a success by doing things that they love, especially um, in terms of the fashion industry. It's I've noticed that you don't really see people with disabilities in the industry and being exposed to the industry and uh, being allowed to enter these spaces. So I really want to promote this. I want to promote creating spaces and places for inclusion and positivity and making people feel that they belong in these spaces. People with disabilities shouldn't feel like there's certain industries that they can't access because of their condition. I would like to create ways that people with disabilities like myself can can enter these industries. And I feel that if I can do it, if I can enter these industries, it would greatly benefit other people. It would show them that, what, it's possible. Even though I have this condition, I can make it happen. It doesn't matter what condition I have, what disability I have. Um, it shouldn't limit a person from achieving their dreams and doing what they love. One of my motto is a disability does not equate to an individual's inability, and by that I mean, um, regardless of any disability that you may have, or any impairment that you may experience in your life, um, it doesn't mean that you can't do something. I think society just needs to become more accepting, and there just needs to be we just need to think more creatively as to how we can include people with disabilities in these spaces, and how we can cater for people's conditions while allowing them to be successful and allowing them to live the life of their dreams. And I'm really passionate about making that happen. Um, and the last point here, I aspire to encourage people and to always leave them feeling better about themselves. I think positivity and love and kindness is so important. And I think promoting that and spreading that, especially in the world that we live in, um, is so important in helping people to feel better about themselves, in helping people to feel that they are cared about, to feel that they're important, um, to to make people feel like they belong, that they have a purpose. I think it's so important in our world, and I try to do that with every interaction that I have with people. Um, it's really important in creating a better world for us all. You know, I think, and it's the only way. I think of a quote by Martin Luther King Jr., and it says, um, "Hate cannot drive out hate, um, only love can do that." And I think I may be paraphrasing there, but I think, by promoting love and positivity and kindness and compassion, um, it's just going to create a better world for us all. So that's something that I try to do always. The next slide here is just some projects that I'm currently involved in. The first one is about mental health, and it's a mental health support service in partnership with another youth ambassador, another amazing gentleman by the name of Letabo Kupa. We're both involved with the International Youth Society of South Africa, and this is basically a please call me service. Um, where we offer support and a listening ear to people that's going through difficult times. We offer a shoulder for them to lean on and just to express themselves, even if we may not be able to have all the answers to somebody's troubles, but we can let someone know that they're not alone. You know, when you're going through a difficult time, we're here for you, and reach out. Even if you just need someone to vent to, we're here. We make ourselves available. So this is just about that project that I'm very honored to be a part of. The next poster that you see here is the International Women's Day Awards, the Olympus International Awards, International Women's Day, March 2022 Awards, by FamRam Foundation. And I'm honored to be a judge for the youth. We're currently busy with nominations for this exciting new awards series, and it's going to be awards for women, awards for men, and awards for the youth. But currently, we're focusing on women and girls um, in alignment with International Women's Day. And we are really, this is something that I'm really so honored to have been selected to be a part of. I think recognizing and celebrating strong and remarkable women and girls is so important in different industries, in the many different fields that they may be in. Um, it's really something that's amazing, and I'm really honored to be a part of the process. The awards are on the 8th of March, and we are currently busy with nominations. So the last slide that I have here is my motto, which is a disability does not equate to an individual's inability. Like I've mentioned, the next point is, I would like to show the world that anything is possible if you put your mind to it and work hard. Nothing is impossible for you. You've just got to put your best foot forward. You've got to, find ways that you can make your dreams come true. There's a saying that comes to mind, and it says, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door," which basically means that if something doesn't come to you, you go out there and you make it happen. You do whatever you can to make it happen, and you reach out. I honestly believe that the support is there. You've just gotta reach out to us. um, Make sure that you present yourself in a way, prepare your mind to receive your blessings and to receive the opportunities, and put yourself in a position to receive that, and it shall be yours. You can receive it as long as you receive the support that you need. And anything is possible. One of my favorite quotes is by Mahatma Gandhi, and it says, "Be the change that you want to see in the world." And that may be something that, all of you may know, all of you would have heard about this quote. But, it really hits home for me. And the basic meaning of that is, if you want to see something change in the world, if you want to uh, make a difference in the world, start by making that, by you being that difference. um, you uh, you put yourself in a position to make that change happen. um, and yeah, that quote is really something that inspires me on a daily basis. um, I just want to say one more thing, um, is, you know like, having a disability was, I've never, like, sort of believed that I can't do something. I've always, uh, like, from the time I was born, because I was born with a disability. So it's, I've never, I don't know any other reality besides this one. I only know the condition that I'm in. I honestly believe that these are the cards that I was dealt, and now I have to make something of myself. I truly want to let people know that it's okay if you have a disability. There's many different disabilities. You have physical disabilities. Some people have learning impairments. Um, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody is going through something, and we just need to be more compassionate and more loving and more understanding of people's conditions. And we need to really focus on including people with disabilities in society, and making the world a better place for everyone. So, it's really something that I'm really looking forward to doing. It's something that I do currently, and I'm really looking forward to furthering that. It's really something else in terms of the International Youth Society. It's really been an honor to be a part of the society, and to be chosen as youth ambassador, because that enables me to do more humanitarian work, to raise awareness for causes that I'm passionate about, and to really help people. To help, I want to make a positive impact in my country and in the world at large. So I'm really excited about that, and these are just a few of the ways that I want to build a better tomorrow, but there definitely is more to come. I have so many ideas that I really want to see fulfilled. So this is only the start. This is the start of great things. And I know that I can make a positive difference in the world, and we can all make a positive impact in the world. Um, there's no limits. Don't limit yourself to what you can do. It's all about helping each other and creating a better society for everyone. So there definitely is more to come. And I really want to thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. I want to thank our host. I want to thank you all for giving me this platform to speak to you all today. God bless you all and stay safe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. It was really amazing. So before going to wrap up the sessions, I think we can ask some question. We can pick some questions. There is a lot of audience. They are listening us, and they are also
Okay.
asking so many questions. Congratulations, Roma Sheep. She has been might be selected as a special guest. Thank you, sir. So, sir, I would like to ask you some few questions, although
Yes.
there are so many questions. So, though there's a lot of obstacle in our life, but still we are hoping. So, how we
Yes.
can, overcome this type of obstacle? Especially
Yes.
mental health is a big issue. So, do we
Yes.
do it? How we can overcome this type of mental issue, especially?
Um, like I mentioned, it's about having open conversations. It's about having discussions. It's about not being ashamed of what you're going through, of how you feel. Um, it's you've got to like create ways for people to um to feel comfortable to open up to you. Make people feel that they're not judged. um don't criticize people. I think it's so important to be kind always, and really understand that everybody is going through something. Everybody is going through things that they don't talk about. Often we only talk about the positive things. We talk about our achievements. We speak about different positive aspects of our lives, but we don't address the issues that we experience. We don't address the anxiety that people go through, the overthinking, the depression. There's many people that are depressed, and I think the only way that we can help people is by creating spaces where open conversations and open-mindedness prevails, so that people feel comfortable to talk about what they're feeling, that they feel comfortable to reach out to different support structures, um, which are there to help them. And I think, yeah, that's at the foundation level. You've got to create spaces where people feel comfortable to talk about what they're going through. Um, if I can just add to that as well, also in terms of resources, there's many areas where there is no resources for mental health issues. Or you'll find that the older generation in your families will say, um, we don't talk about our feelings, or you're not supposed to speak about what you're going through. You're supposed to like deal with everything. And I think by having that mindset, that's actually it's actually quite negative to have that mindset, because you put yourself in a position where you close up, like you bottle things up and you don't talk about what you're going through. And from there, it's very possible that it could be a downward spiral from there, you know. So we've got to speak. We've got to speak about what we're going through. We've got to create more resources. We've got to get funding for more support services to be developed. And yeah, that's just some of the ways that we can um, help. You know, we can assist in this area. So yeah, thank you so much for the
Uh,
question.
yeah, I think so. Like nowadays, what is happening, and whenever we are meeting with each other, okay, formally we are trying to know that okay, how are you? But in general, like in the reality, we are not trying to understand what is going on
Yes,
inside of him. As a
yes,
result, what we can see, like so many people, especially the young generation, young people, they are committing suicide.
yes,
We are taking initiative to resolve the health issue, but I
yes,
think mental health issue we are taking it such a lightly. We are not taking it
yes,
seriously, but in the
yes,
reality, it is a big issue. Really, so many people. I was really wonder when the last year might be. I hear that there was a professor, executive director. He was from the Australian University. He committed
yes,
suicide. But whenever I was reading his life story, and he rescued more than 500 people live because he was the psychological department like executive director. On the other
yes.
hand, he committed suicide. So it
That's
means
very
like we
sad.
are we are saying, we are taking care of our money, our like
Yes,
property, but really I think we are not taking care of our mental health. this is
mental
this is
health.
really big issue. Yeah, this is a really big issue. And okay, we are optimistic. We are trying to bring the light in this planet. We are trying to make this planet more peaceful, more
Mhm,
comfortable. But if we
mhm.
are not happy inside of us, if we are not okay by inside of us, that would be really
Yes,
tough to bring something for the next
yes,
generation.
yes. It's very hard if you don't feel positive within yourself and if you're going through something, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Sir, I have one more question. Like, as a youth leader, you have been serving in so many organizations. I've seen that. So,
Mhm,
according to your point of view, and how many are, especially how percentage it would be like the female are coming across, they are participating in this upcoming generation revolution, especially as like you've been trying to bring some face in this planet. You are trying to open the door for the next generation. So in your
mhm.
point of
Yes.
view, how females are also getting chance to contribute in this type of situation or this type of revelation?
You know, I think it's really, we've seen that in the past few years, you know, and it's really amazing to see more females being involved. I don't believe in defining roles by this job is only for a man or this job is only for a woman. I think definitely we should be promoting equality. We should be promoting fairness. You know, we shouldn't discriminate on the basis of sex. Definitely, I think uh, it's there should be an equal playing field, and more so, um, there should be equality, especially in terms of salaries. You know, that's something that comes to mind. You'll find that for the same job, a man is sometimes paid more than a woman, and they do the same job. They have the same qualifications. They're in the same space, and yet you find that. So I think it comes down to policy and people's mindsets in our society, um, to show that, you know what. There's no uh, well, there's obviously a biological difference, but in terms of skills, in terms of abilities, in terms of education level, and in terms of what you can do, there is no difference, and there shouldn't be a difference in the different occupations. So definitely I'm all about promoting equality and uh, you know, what's good, like it's it's basically about equality and not discriminating on the basis of sex, including women. I think it's so important to include women in different jobs. you'll find that um, you know, at times a woman um, may be able to do a job better than a man, but because of her gender, she's not allowed to enter that space, and I think that's completely wrong. I think we should make more efforts in trying to prevent that from happening. So yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so much.
yeah. Thank you so much for amazing explanation. Once again, who's been listening us, dear audience, please you can share if you have any question to our honorable speaker, and you can ask here. I think these people are the amazing and really, young generation. They are bringing light a lot. They are trying to open the door for the next generation, and this is the best platform, especially the IGP has created wonderful platform. Sir from South Africa, and people are listening from the different part of the world, and
Yes,
especially IGP is trying to share the knowledge. Formal education, that is okay, but that is for certification. But in reality, whenever we are going to start working for somewhere else, we can see the different scenario that wasn't written in the book we studied. IGP is
yes,
trying to create a platform which is relevant to the practical life, which is relevant to the
mm,
practical field. And
yes,
like formal education certification, I'm not saying that it should be banned. No, it is okay. But apart from that, we can learn something big. We can be connected with the people from the world. We can
yes,
listen the how other countries people are thinking, how other nation, how other culture is working its work. So this is the
yes,
amazing platform. I do believe that.
yes,
Thanks again, IGP, for selecting me to be associate with this amazing platform. I can see that each and every time they are trying to bring something new, um, where people can learn something. Internet is this is another vast area where we are engaging, we are learning so many things. Thanks again, guys. If you want to share, if you want, you can share with your friends and family member. I think sharing can be the best way, because I don't know who shared this platform with me back in the month. And when I got it, I was really surprised. I said, okay, oh my god, the thing I was looking for, that was the thing I was looking for. I need to. I'm a knowledge seeker. I learned. I love to learn
me
from
as well.
the people, and this is the platform. I learned so many things. I'm still
Yes,
learning, and yeah, this is amazing. So that is why I'm saying again. If you want, please don't forget to share with your friends. Or if you have any question, you can also share with your friends and family member. You can also ask us. Sir, I have the last question for you. So
all right,
now, can you give us some, especially for the young generation, some
yes,
advice? Especially, it seems to me that because of internet, smartphone, and the social media, we
hmm,
are going to be kind of crazy about this, with this type of thing. In terms of that, we are might be forgetting to. We have a personal life, we have a
hmm,
childhood friends, we have a friends, we have a wife as well, because we are sometimes, it seems to be we are driving into the smartphone too much. It is too much sometimes. It still seems to me that. So my question is that, like, how we can especially keep a balance in our personal life and the social life, especially the internet life.
it's important to have the balance. Thank you for the question. um, you know we find ourselves so inundated with and consumed by technology, by the internet, um, by social media. Myself as well. I would definitely say I'm not excluded from that. I spend a lot of time on social media. I'm always on my phone. I'm always on my laptop. But I think it's important in finding that balance. We've got to realize that that's the digital world. That's the virtual. Those are the virtual spaces, and then that's on one side, and then you have your real life, the physical world, on the other side. And it's important to get outdoors, to put your phone down for a while, to take breaks from social media, to go outside, to spend time in nature. That really helps us with our mental health as well, to clear our minds. and spend some time in the sunshine, spend some time with your friends and family, with people that you care about, away from your phone. Spend time doing things that you love, going to see new places, and real life experiences. And I think that'll be really beneficial to you. There's pros and cons of both. Definitely, there's pros and cons of social media. There's a dark side of social media as well. It can become addictive. It can become a negative space. You do, by being on social media and by putting yourself out there, I believe you do, uh, expose yourself to negative commentary. You People do at times feel that they have complete access to you because, um, you are on social media, and they tend to, people can sometimes, um, give quite mean comments and say negative things about you. And I think it's so important to not let that get to you, not let that mess with your brain, you know. And I think that's where it's important to draw the line between social media and the physical world. So definitely, thank you so much for the question.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining with us. Our another speaker, he already is going to join with us. I do appreciate your times, and I hope we could learn something from your speech. That was really amazing, inspirational speech, whatever you shared. Thank you again. Thanks for joining.
Thank you
See
so
you
much. Thank
very
you.
soon,
Thank
sir.
you so much. I really appreciate it.
Have a nice day, sir. Okay, so our another speaker is going to join with us. Welcome to Ma'am Azra Mirza Faruqi. So please, I think she's going to be joined very soon. Hello, ma'am. Good evening. Good afternoon. Ma'am, can you hear me? Might be we are facing some technical issue. Please be wait. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me? Am I audible to you, please? I think she will be getting.
Dear participants, we are sorry to say that our another speaker is in network problem. So we move to our question and answer session. After a short video clips, we will come back to our question and answer session with our speaker Joshua. Thank you very much.
All right. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are going to answer some questions. Okay, there's a question. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello, ma'am Asra.
Hi, good evening to everyone. Yeah, I am really happy to be here. Sorry. Sorry for the delay.
Um,
It's been technical issues in South Africa at the moment. So.
all right. So I think we can listen to ma'am first, then we can take the question. Mr. Kamrul.
It's our ma'am also answer our question.
All right.
No problem.
Okay, so there's a question. I'm from Teguings University, City University, Philippines. What will be the best strategy to train our failure leaders in the mindset of this pandemic?
Okay, thank you for the question. Um, Definitely, I think in the midst of this pandemic, as we know that we shouldn't be in crowds, we should stay away from crowds, and we need to be washing our hands and wearing face masks. So I think one of the best strategies in terms of training our future leaders would be making a switch to digital platforms, to online software, to different training tools that are available, to train people from the comfort of their homes, where you are being protected from the virus, you're being safe, you're following protocols, and you're also learning something. That's one of the best strategies. Um, in terms of training. But also, I feel like you've got to look at how this pandemic has affected people's lives, and maybe take into consideration things that have been learned in this pandemic about society, better ways of doing things, better processes, and try to incorporate that in strategies, in training future leaders to know, this is the current state of things, and this is how we should proceed in our lives and proceed to try to make better for everyone, taking into consideration things that have been learned through the pandemic. Because as we know, the pandemic is new. Many people, it's something that we've never experienced before, and we're learning new things every day. And as we learn things, that should be incorporated in strategies to train our future leaders. So, thank you for the question.
Thank you so much. Next question, please. Okay, so I got a question in here. Uh,
Mhm.
Puri Fatima, she asks, how should we deal with the best failures? How to build the courage again?
Sorry, can you please repeat that?
Okay, she asks, there's a participant, Hori Fatima, she asked, how should we deal with the failures? How to build the courage again?
Um, I think we've got to, like, everybody experience failures. Failures is a part of life. I'm
Mhm.
understanding the question. Um, and you've got to accept that failures come and go. You're going to fail, but that's not what's important. What's important is how you build yourself up from that failure. Everybody's going to fail. Failure is normal, but what's important is how you come back. uh, is taking it as a learning experience. I don't like to look at it as a failure. I rather see it as a learning experience, a lesson learned, and move on from that. Move on with your life, taking into consideration what you've learned, and using that to improve and to better yourself, and accepting failures as they come. Don't let failures get you down, and take it as it comes. Take it one day at a time, and keep doing your thing with as much love and positivity as possible, and take it as a lesson learned instead of as a failure. So yeah, thank you.
All right. So there is another question. I think we discard the issue. So, but I can read out again. Okay. How can we address mental health issue in our students and colleagues since face to face is not allowed?
That's an excellent question. Thank you so much. Um, you know, there's many different ways that we can do that. There's lots of online platforms. Um, there are lots of organizations like SADC in South Africa. They have online question and answer sessions via Facebook Live. They have online sessions where people can ask their questions and they are responded to by a professional. um, Lots of counselors and psychologists have now switched to doing online sessions. You're able to book an appointment online, and then from there, you can have a private conversation with them um, via Zoom or any different um, streaming platform, any different meeting software, where you can discuss what you're going through in a digital sense. And it's as if you are in a normal conversation, uh, as if you're in an in-person setting, but the difference is you're in your home and that person is in their space, but you're still getting the benefit from that, from having that counseling session. If I can add on to that as well, I think seeking professional help shouldn't be looked down upon. I think it should be promoted more. I think there's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist for what you're going through. And I think we need to create more open mindedness in terms of that in society, where it's okay to go and see a therapist for what you're going through, to get that professional guidance. So, yeah, I just wanted to add that. But thank you for the question.
All right. I think that's all can be for today. Thank you so much, sir, for taking part again and answering such a nice question and such a nice answer. Thank you so much, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay. So we can invite to our ma'am. There is our ma'am. She joined. Ma'am, good evening. So although we are almost late, so can you start your session, please, with the short introduction, please?
Yes, of course. I am very sorry about the connection and the delay. So I'm really excited to be here and thank you. So I would like to say good evening to everyone. My name is Azra and I am from South Africa. I am here to talk as a youth leader of the United Nations as about leadership and how we can make a better tomorrow. Now, leadership skills can actually allow us to be able to make a better tomorrow. So, yeah, being a youth leader comes with a lot of trials when facing day to day activities that our youth have to face daily. So in so we need to ensure that our coping skills allow for us to manage everything we face effectively and successfully. And in order to gain that success is by using our skills from ourselves to give to others and to help them understand what youth is about. Remember, our successful leadership skills today will help with the success of our life's journey. One of the skills that I have learned as being a youth leader is definitely leadership. Leadership is a very important skill which not everyone possesses, but it comes with time. So, so that can be developed by life experiences. So take for example, if you have like a day at school and like you have to have this specific subject and this specific subject and you're meeting a teacher for an exam and none of that happens and your day just turns around and you have to get that specific task done, you actually realize that you can plan as much as you want, but only you can actually make that happen. So, what I think that I've learned from most of our leaders now is that in order to make a better tomorrow, we as the youth of today have to actually work towards the future work towards the future in order to make a better tomorrow. All we need to do as the youth of today is develop and grow our leadership together and unite as one, and we can use that to work towards the future. And this generation right now of youth can actually change the future if we work together. We can definitely change the world together if we work together, and we can change our countries and the conflicts, and we can make the world a better place. Thank you to Professor Caroline and Dr. Shamila Ramjiwan for allowing me this wonderful opportunity. I am truly honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so there are some questions. I think we missed Mr. Jesho to ask him the question. I got a really wonderful question from one of our audience. Okay, Jesho is here. Hello,
Mhm.
sir. Okay,
Hi.
the question was, okay, give me a few seconds, please. Okay, so this question, as a young leader, which qualities should be keep in our mind to be considered as a leader for tomorrow? I think this is an amazing question.
Yes, it is a very good question. Thank you. Thank you for the question. Um, so, in terms of qualities, I think it's important to have a positive mindset, to be forward thinking, to think creatively,
Yes.
and you know, to be neutral in terms of your you know to what I mean by that is to like be open to other people's point of view, um, to be understanding. I think it's important to uh, be selfless in the sense of promoting the needs and concerns of other people, and trying to give them a voice, giving people a voice who maybe don't have a voice, and bringing their needs and their concerns to the forefront. So yeah, those just are just some of the qualities that come to mind at the moment. Thank you.
All right. So, ma'am,
Sorry,
uh, yeah,
sorry,
please.
can I just add one more point? I feel like
Yes,
most leaders don't realize, but actually, education is the key to success in life.
yes,
So I feel
yes,
the
definitely.
qualities that come with education can actually help us to work towards a better tomorrow. So,
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so for to both speaker, how do you encourage young people in communicating to practice respect, diversity, and inclusivity where extreme gender and racial discrimination are apparent? This is really nice because you guys are amazing. Sir, please.
It's a very good question. Um, Thank you so much for the question. Um, I think the best way to do this is to get people in a similar space, get people together, and facilitate a healthy conversations, healthy discussions about um, about the opinions that people have, or the you know about about the discrimination. Tackling the problem at the core, getting people to really open up about why they feel the way that they feel, and to get them to see a different perspective, to to, to get them to see things um, in a way that would promote diversity and inclusivity, to get them to see that we're all humans. At the end of the day, it comes down to the fact that we're humans. We all bleed red blood, and if I put it like that, I'm sure you understand what I mean. um, it comes down to really getting to that foundation level, to making them see that we are all one. That these differences that we see in society have been created by man. It's been created by policies, by years of doing things a certain way, by governments that have that put things in place to create these divisions. And it's about breaking that. It's about understanding that we're all humans. So I hope I've answered the question as best I can. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, Azra, would you like to add something?
Yes, definitely. I feel like self confidence and having confidence in
Yes.
yourself, speaking freely, like accepting each other, socializing with people can also allow us to learn about them. So I feel like self confidence also is the key towards that question. So
Definitely.
yes,
Yes,
Definitely.
I would like to add something like I think in here flexibility is important. Okay, so we can't control everything, but we can respect each other. We can be
Yes.
flexible for others. Okay, if someone is saying something which is which is in the initial state might be okay. He's trying to win. Let him win. I think if someone is trying to win, it's not a big deal for me. He is going to be win. Okay. So in that point, what we can say that we should be flexible. We should be acceptable. We should have the mentality to accept the people, accept the in a group if there is 10 people, and obviously there might be 2 or 3 people can just like me. Another 7 or 6 people might be the different mentality, but we have to work on that team. So for that, we have to accept the people. We have to accept the diversity. We have to accept the
Mhm.
other mentality. So in
Yes.
here, flexibility can really help us. Okay, so there's another question. Good evening, Sir Jisoo Pelin from my Tango University. As a leader, what value we should hold onto in doing our job?
Thank you for the question. Um,
yes,
um, okay, so I'm going to go for it. I think one of the top values that we need to have um, is integrity. It's about doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. I think it comes down to being ethical, uh, to really understanding why you're doing what you're doing, to be purpose led, to be goal orientated, and to be motivated in everything that you're doing. I think it's important to be passionate about why we're doing what we're doing, and to really have the bigger picture in mind. Have our big end goal in mind, and let every small action that we do um, lead up to that and be contributing to that big solution that we have. So yeah, I think those are some of the values that we should hold on to. So thank you.
Ma'am, would you like to add something, please?
yes. I feel like valuing yourself can and really and also it also relates to self confidence as well. Definitely,
Yes,
but if you value yourself, you can also value others. So self love and self confidence comes within you, and that can also relate into doing our jobs as a leader,
yes,
and you can value others as well.
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I
There
agree.
is one more thing I would like to say.
Hmm.
You know what? We can say so many things in saying, okay, I will do this one, I will do this one. I think as a true leader, we should prove that we should execute doing something. Okay, it is not for showing off. It is the
Yes,
execution. It is I really like a leader always try to on the front scale. So this is the not leader who is who is pushing the others member. Okay, you have to do that, you have to do that. But the true leader always came across the first, and he execute the thing, and he tried to prove that this is the work which I was thinking earlier. I think execution can be the best value. Always try to prove that yes, you do that. You are the leader, and you will do that. Other people will follow you.
yes,
In
Yes,
here might be like I can be a leader can be falling dangerous or the successful, it's okay, but as a leader we have to be always come across fast. This
hmm,
can be the best example.
yes. Agree.
Okay, so I think we can wrap up in here. Almost we covers all the question. Thanks again, Jishu. This is the first time I'm meeting with you, and for me, but it seems to me that I met you guys for a long time. You guys are really amazing. Thanks again for sharing such a nice thought and thinking. And young leaders, I'm really proud to be meeting with you guys. Would you like to say something in short, please? So, Jishu.
Uh, Yes, I would like to. Thank you so much for having me. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being our host. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody, our audience who's left such kind comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity once again. I'm really proud to be a member of the IGP as well. And thank you for the platform and stay safe and God bless.
Thank you so much. Ma'am, do we miss your long session? We hope due to technical issue we couldn't participate properly. So, ma'am, would you like to say something in short, please?
Yes, I just want to say thank you so much for having me. It's been amazing meeting you guys and people from all around the world. It's amazing being a youth leader. I'm so grateful. I would like to say thank you to everyone for having me and thank you for being our host and thank you Joshua as well for having this conversation with us. I really appreciate it. And thank you for Dr. Caroline for allowing me to be on this platform. And yes, thank you so much. And also thank you to Dr. Shamila Ramjuan as well. And yeah, stay home, stay safe, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining with us. And it was really wonderful meeting. And I could learn so many new things, especially from the Jishu and Ma'am Azra. And you guys are really, truly, going to be great leaders in future. Might do we are
Thank
going to
you.
see the next Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, this type of people and from this type of young generation. I'm really optimistic and also hopeful because in this early age, whatever you guys earn, whatever you guys are thinking, this is incredible. And most of the young generation in this age, whatever they are doing hangout, going to the club. But in terms of that, whatever you guys are thinking about the generation, about the future, about the environment, this is really incredible. All the best and hope so you guys will bring this planet more peaceful and more enthusiastic. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
with
so
us.
much. Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye bye. Once again, we are about to close the sessions, guys. I'm saying again, IGP is one of the best platform over the internet. If you want to join, if you want to share anything, you can share with us. Don't forget to share with your friends, family members, and with your colleague as well. We finished successfully 354th webinar. That is the amazing platform. You can also we are also providing certificate and also for that you have to log in our Facebook page and also follow our Facebook page and group as well. And also if you want to uh, get certificate you can like log in www.eduigp.com. So for that you can also get your certificate for joining this participation, joining this amazing webinars. I hope you will you will receive your certificate tomorrow. We talk with the youth leaders on how they want to build a better tomorrow, and the way they share that was really amazing. I think um, you could learn something. I could learn something. If you want to claim your certificate with your code, you can use this code IGP2876 and you can use this process and you can download the participation certificate. Thank you so much for joining. Hope so. See you another live session within very short time. Till then, have a nice day ahead. Stay safe. Stay keep and calm and keep your surrounding nice and quiet. Thank you so much for joining.